Just when we thought that we were in the clear, the person to blame in this entire drama apologised, like an entire 4-tweet thread apologising for all of this, and we thought that that was the end of it. This person had apologised, all was well in the world, and that was supposed to be the end of the drama. 9 days ago I uploaded a video called Roblox YouTuber Payment Drama, and then 7 days ago I uploaded another video about the same situation called Roblox YouTuber Apology, which, like I just mentioned, was supposed to be the end of this drama, but apparently it has resurfaced. So before I show you what's going on today, I would first like to say, please leave a like on this video and subscribe. Now, if you are for some reason not aware of that drama and what's going on with that, basically a Roblox YouTuber known as MyUsernamesThis did not pay an animator within the Roblox community that helped create and animate the third most popular video on his entire channel, and that refusal of payment kept going back and forth for 14 months, literally over an entire year. But like I just said, Username apologised for that and even ended up paying the animator, and whilst it shouldn't have taken as long as it did and it shouldn't have had to go public for everyone to see, it still ended, or at least so we thought, until just a couple of days ago when someone else also heavily involved in the creation of the Better Together video on Username's channel created his own thread about this entire situation and what was going on from his own perspective. That person, of course, is known as Beastlick. I'm pretty sure everyone knows of this person. He is very, very big, very well known within the Roblox community for literally nothing but positive reasons. Basically, Beastlick is the Roblox music person. I believe the RTC made 2 tweets about what Beastlick had to say about MyUsernamesThis. So basically, the RTC started off by saying, Beastlick has decided to respond to users' apology. Beastlick believes that he was not compensated fairly for his work on the music video, along with him standing up for the other collaborators. Read the thread below as in context for this situation. So previously, when we were talking about this drama before, when it involved Java, the animator, I noticed that the majority of people were on the side of Java and telling Username that he needs to step up and do something about this. But one thing I hate this time around is that in the replies to these RTC tweets, I notice a lot of people complaining that they continue to make this drama public and that they should instead do something about solving this privately. But if you took even 5 minutes to look into this situation properly, if you read into this and see what these people had to say, you will know that these people have tried resolving it publicly. All of this took place 14 months ago, over 1 entire year ago, and after those 14 months of private contact had passed, it took the very second this situation went public, it was resolved almost instantly. The MyUsernamesThis issues have resurfaced recently, with Beastlick claiming he was not compensated properly for his work, as well as the other collabs on the Better Together music video on Username's channel. Beastlick has said he has tried to solve this privately to no avail. And then finally, that is when I came across the thread from Beastlick himself, because he was quote retweeting the apology thread from MyUsernamesThis, that in one of the tweets he did word for word say, I deeply apologise for putting everyone through this whole situation. And just keeping that in mind, the most notable thing then about the Beastlick thread is the part where he claims that the apology from MyUsernamesThis does not ring true, until MyUsernamesThis decides to split the revenue from the music video that we worked on between the 4 of us, so that in the end everyone, including the artists, get fairly compensated regardless of the original agreement. This thread does not ring true. I believe he says regardless of the original agreement because in some screenshots of Discord conversations between the people that helped create the video, they did already discuss some terms in the past, but that was until everyone realized just how much the video was going to blow up and make in the end. I'll reiterate again from my last post, the original agreement for my portion of the work was to be able to sell on streaming. Because I was told music videos don't perform as well, I graciously offered 25% of my revenue from streaming to user. It has made around $140 in total. So at that point, not only has Username admittedly made over $10,000 from the music video alone, but also Beastlick offered 25% of his own revenue of the streaming of the music that he created to Username as well. I offered offered to make up for the music video performance to try and make whatever the project made fair between by sharing this split. My personal opinion is that because of the 3 artists who worked on it barely made anything at all, that we should at least get some of the video revenue, which once again, none of the people involved in the creation of the video in question knew that the video was actually going to make that much, and that's why you can see Beastlick literally offering and definitely giving 25% of the music streaming revenue to Username. Despite that only making around $140, he believed that that would make it fair because nobody knew that the video was going to make as much as it did. Java, the animator, has finally been paid already as per his original agreement, though only after having to make a stink about it a year later. I don't think it's unreasonable to evenly split the video's revenue between the 3 artists and user, considering we produced this work in order to give him something to post. First of all, that is why I don't like people saying right now that they should stop making this public and try to resolve it privately, because over 1 entire year for the animator of the video to receive the payment and receive the compensation that they had agreed on originally when the video was first created and uploaded. And even then, that was only received and that situation was only resolved as a result of making it public. And then secondly, a point that a lot of people seem to be bringing up in this new situation is the fact that Username barely contributed to the creation of the video that made all of this money, and yet he received every single penny of it. The original agreement for me to take only streaming revenue was reached because Username led me to believe that it would be a fair 50-50 split because his channel didn't make much from music videos, and that he would do his part to fairly promote our contribution by promoting the streaming link. While the streaming only made $150, he has been earmarked for his 25% streaming revenue from the beginning. And then Beastlick ended his entire thread off by saying, "I have since learned that it was not a fair 50-50 split since it came to light that the YouTube video was his 3rd most streamed of all time, and neither myself or the vocalist were compensated for our contribution." So with that in mind, I just think it absolutely sucks that if Java wasn't forced to make their situation public recently, I think Beastlick never would have realised just how unfairly treated and undercompensated everyone involved in this actually was by Username, because clearly by the last thing that he said in this thread, he just wasn't aware that this was Username's 3rd most popular video of all time that he admitted to making over $10,000. Meanwhile, Beastlick was over here giving Username 25% of the music streaming revenue, which again was only around $140. So that's where this situation currently lies. Once again, it has resurfaced, and I hate to go back to this, but I think this time round it seems even worse than it originally did. And once again, much like last time, we can see Albert here saying, "Hey, my username's this, either you pay them or I will." Again. Of course it was serious and very bad last time, but this time around, like I said, it just seems so much worse. And it has been around 3 days, I think, since this thread was put out on Twitter, and Username still has not responded, has said absolutely nothing about this. All we know right now is everything that Beastlick just posted. Basically, the Better Together music video would not have been created without Beastlick. Beastlick created the music for that music video and still received no payment from user, received none of the revenue that the video made, and also even further than that, what makes this situation so much worse is that Username still took a percentage of the streaming revenue from the music. But I guess until we get a response from Username, I just really have no idea right now which direction this is going to go in, because I feel like even if Username does end up fairly compensating Beastlick and everyone else involved in creating the video, I don't think people are going to be happy considering the route that everyone had to take to end up reaching this resolution. But of course, as always, for now, please tell me your opinions about this just until we get a response from Username, because like I said, we can't really tell which direction this is going to go in right now. So one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I will always appreciate the love and support that you guys give me, and you know what, it helps me out a lot. But what do you guys think of this MyUsernamesThis drama resurfacing, and this time it's so much worse. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.